make this quick, Chestnut. Somebody ratted you out. We know you killed Frost. Now we want to know why.
If you knew I killed him, I'd be locked up instead of shooting the breeze with you. You got more dirt behind your ears than you've got on me. Besides, I've got a hard alibi for last Christmas. I was at McArathon.
McArathon? Keep hearing about this. Nobody can tell me what it is.
That's easy, Rockefeller. It's a 24-hour marathon of movies and other great entertainment set during the holiday season.
You mean like Miracle on 34th Street? Stuff like that?
Not like that at all. They show action movies, crazy foreign films, people dressed as Santa killing people, people killing people dressed as Santa.
Whoa, whoa. My God, you are sicker than I thought, Chestnut.
Everybody's sick this time of year, Rockefeller. This damn harsh winter, it puts ice in your chest where your heart's meant to be. The McArathon's a warm cup of cocoa waiting by the fire, and you're not taking that away from me. Not you, not nobody.
Listen, tough guy, I don't have enough to lock you up yet, but by God I will. It's soon.
Later, Rockefeller. I've got a few things to wrap up. The coppers had nothing on me, but that hadn't stopped them in the past. I knew if I couldn't find the real killer soon, I'd be eating all my Christmas dinners from a can in the clink. Meanwhile, I didn't have to squeeze my buns together to know I had a tail. Alright, Marley, hands up.
I'm not armed, I swear.
Yeah, well, neither was I. What's the gag? Why are you following me? Who's paying you?
No one, I just...
Don't give me that. You don't even climb out of the mud unless there's a nickel in it.
Sure, but I thought that maybe I could...
Oh, I see. You're just trying to get on my payroll, eh?
Well, you know, I just thought I might be able to help with, you know, the police and all, and, you know, if you had some spare change around with McArathon coming up and all.
You know damn well McArathon's free and everyone's invited, even wet little otters like you.
Yeah, but nobody gives me the details.
Come on, Lou. Just look up McArathon on Facebook. It's got everything you need to know. Speaking of need to know, you can probably help me out with something. Who's Frost with on the night he died?
I mean, the papers said that
Not what the paper said, the truth. Maybe this will jog your memory.
Well, sure, I mean, last I heard he was with Flip Dancer, but...
The boxer? Say, that fits. Thanks, Marley, and thanks for the gun. I'm gonna need it. Oh, and, I'll have to get you a fruitcake. We need to talk, Dancer.
Yeah, I know you. You're the guy they say killed Frost.
Well, I say otherwise. I've got my alibi. What's your excuse?
Nothing against you, Chestnut, but I told my story to the fuzz. And it stays between me, them, and the lady left me standing all night at the bus depot.
So you were at the bus depot.
How'd you figure that out?
Look, you, Dancer. Holed up in your apartment, drinking your life away until you rot, all because you lost that match against Tony Blitzen.
You don't get it, Chestnut. I threw that match. I started boxing to prove I was better than the world I came from, but the world I came from proved itself to me instead. I didn't care about fighting anymore. I just wanted out. And then I told Claus and the boys I'd throw my last fight. And I hung all my hopes and dreams on a dame. A dame that disappeared without as much as a happy holidays. To tell you the truth, Chestnut, it wasn't even about the girl either. Not really.
Well, since it's the same night Frost died, I think I can guess.
It's the McArathon, Chestnut. I missed the McArathon for a pretty mouthful of empty promises.
Sure, Dancer. I've seen it a million times. Could even happen to me one day. I won't lie. Regret will never fade. Not really. You can soothe it a little. And not by bourbon, but by remembering there's a new McArathon waiting every year. This year I hear they're watching movies like I the Jury and Blessed with Silence. That's not something to look forward to. I don't know what is.
You're right. That does sound pretty good. Thanks, Chestnut. I only wish I could help you the same way you just helped me.
Well, maybe you can. Do I guess correctly that Frost was working with Klaus's gang towards the end?
Yeah, that's right.
Next question. Who's the girl who stood you up at the bus depot?
I can't tell you that.
You just did. I decided to head back to my place. If I had played my hand correctly, everything was about to come to a head. Maybe I wouldn't live to see another McArathon, and maybe I would, but at least I would be able to share it with a couple of lonely souls looking for a fun and unique way to enjoy the season. That's my gift to this cruel city. Look who's home for the holidays. If it isn't the minx herself, Jade Noel.
Expecting me, Frank? I'm flattered.
I knew it was you all along, Sugar Plum. I didn't want to believe it, but I knew.
How could you? I was at the McArathon with you.
That's what I thought. But then I remembered I dozed off right in between rare exports and Santa Claus and fascist years, right after that special eggnog you made me. It was barely any time at all, but it was just enough time for you to kill Judd Frost. Everybody was having too good a time to notice you slipping out. I would have never remembered it if all the pieces hadn't started pointing to your name. Who else would be clever and twisted enough to fool Claus's gang and the Bulls at the same time?
So you think you know everything?
Every last drop, baby. You tried to pin the murder on Flip Dancer by seducing him out of the McArathon. He was so sick with himself taking orders from Klaus that he took you as an angel from above instead of a she-devil searching for a scapegoat with a motive to kill one of Klaus's best men. Poor Flip never saw it coming for a minute. Somehow that setup didn't stick. Probably had a witness at the bus depot. If he had just told the coppers your name, this would be all over. But you had that covered. He's not going to give up the name of his lover, because he already knows she's attached to me. He's dumb, but he's not dumb enough to get on my naughty list. So you needed a fresh patsy, and I guess I was unlucky enough to be convenient. You were close enough to me to where you could poke a couple holes through my alibi. Then you stuck around town long enough to make sure your name was nowhere near the suspect pool, just before you sped off in a haze of broken hearts to another town and another rotten scheme.
Wow. You really do know everything.
Come to think of it, I don't. Why'd you kill Frost in the first place?
Same reason I do anything. I was bored. Now I have a question for you. Why'd you come looking for me after all this time, when you knew I would kill you?
How do you know I didn't start asking around about you so you'd come back so I could kill you?
Because I've got your gun.
Tisk tisk, Jade. You think I'd leave that thing lying around without unloading it first? Now I know what to get you for Christmas. Cartridge and a pear tree.
You fool. Now they'll get you for killing Frost. And me too.
Even a clone like Rockefeller can see that my story adds up. And a corpse with a gun in its hand means self-defense. But if they really want to arrest me, they know where to find me.